It was the opposition's first community meeting since the Commission of Inquiry's proceedings began. Last night's meeting was in the form of a town hall meeting, which gave spectators and PDM supporters a chance to express themselves to the 5 panelists. That included the Honorable Floyd Seymour, leader of the People's Democratic Movement, Oswald Skippings, deputy leader, the Honorable Douglas Parnell, and Sean Aswood, and the Honorable Arthur Robinson. Each panelist stepped to the podium to expand on different issues they claim are plaguing the country and the People's Democratic Movement's plans to fix it. During the introduction of the leader of the party, presented by Oswald Skippings, he elaborated on crime and tourism. He said, reflecting on the past, when if the country experienced 1 or 2 murders a year, it would be a shocker. But now that's changed.
But we are now facing what may fitly be termed bigger and better criminals. Criminals who are daring and more violent. There are gun-wielding gangsters who are staging stick-ups in broad daylight, and it's not just becoming an almost daily event. But there are days when we have reports of 6, 7, and 8 serious crimes.
He claimed the money used to satisfy the Premier's impulsive spending and alleged investment into a Learjet could have been substituted into fortifying and modernizing the country's law enforcement and marine branch. He also stated that while the unemployment crisis continued to take its toll on the country, qualified students continue to return home jobless. Tourism is everybody's business and the country's livelihood. However, according to Skippings, while tourism numbers continuously collapse and investments to promote tourism increase, he alleges that the Premier, as Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Michael Mizik, tarnished the country's reputation through international scandals and by becoming the kingpin of unprecedented corruption and allegations. Party leader Honorable Seymour began his speech by singling out policies that needs to be altered.
There's a clear need for change in the way our country operates. Change in our education policy, change in our healthcare policy, change in our immigration policy, change in our fiscal policies, change in our priorities, and in the way we simply operate government.
Honorable Seymour said that in order to reserve Crown land, the party will establish a TCI Heritage Fund, which will hold all Crown land in trust for citizens. Seymour said that the People's Democratic Movement will establish a national development bank to increase liquidity in the marketplace for aspiring business owners. He said that any future plans is ineffective without a comprehensive education plan. Therefore, the party's platform includes a Head Start program that offers a strong preschool education.
The studies that we've seen suggest that students that have a good quality preschool education do better in high school, in college, and in life. Therefore, why should persons with money, why should the children of the well-to-do have access to that education, while those of us that are struggling not have that access, and their children have that extra burden to overcome?
Primary schools will have general examinations at all levels and foreign languages introduced. Seymour says no longer will teachers be working on a teaching certificate, but programs will be implemented to ensure that all teachers have credentials at a bachelor's degree level, and college and university level teachers trained at a PhD level. Expanding on the topic of health care, Seymour says that the party will ensure that doctors and clinic facilities are located throughout constituencies and on other islands. In order to expand on the economy, Seymour says the party will be responsive to market demands and expand their financial services industry to allow the incorporation of home officers and reassuring of global companies.
We will expand our light manufacturing industry and seek to maximize the benefits of our EU status and gaining access to the European markets for our goods. As we restore the promise, we will seek to create a Turks and Caicos Islands with real opportunities.
WIV4 will be bringing you part 2 of the town hall meetings in tomorrow night's newscast as the Honorable Douglas Parnell expands on the party's plans to mend the present economic problems, how the Honorable Sean Aswood plans to lessen the unemployment rate and the mass granting of belongership status, and what the Honorable Arthur Robinson's weapon is to deflate the escalating cost of living. For WIV4 News, I'm Nikara John.